I'm back for another Minecraft video. I'm gonna be doing a little something. I'm gonna be doing something a little different today. As you know, I'm not really on the survival right now because I'm still annoyed about that. Yes, I know it's been a couple weeks, or it's been not a couple weeks. It's been a little while since that happened. It's been like a week and a half, but I'm still annoyed about it. So I was in a creative mood today, so I'm gonna show you guys some of my things to do that I had created a while ago that I never really got to show off because they were on the 360. So I'm going to go into my create world here and show you guys how to build some of them. And with a bunch of new methods, I think this will be, I think it'll be interesting. So, yeah. I'm going to go into my creative world, my create world, as it's called. Um, so the world, I'm just using a super flat just for the sake of the video. My destruction of a village. Die, villagers, die. I'm a sick motherfucker. There's some more wood left. Okay, okay. No. I must burn it all! I must burn it all down. It must all burn. Alright, give me a second, guys. I gotta take care of something. So watch that fire burn down the village for a second. I gotta do something. If he picks up. Damn it. Alright. Sorry about that, guys. So you might see some of those. You might see some of those messages. David's online too. He invited me to a party, and I'm in the middle of a stream, so I can't join him right now. I'm in the middle of recording this, so I'll respond to him later. So, alright. The first one I'm gonna build is pretty simple, actually. It's one of my earlier ideas. If I can remember how to build it. How did I do it? So basically what it is, hold on, I'm gonna clear my quick set. If I can remember how. There it is. So I'm gonna take some sand. I need wool, I believe. I think that's how I did it. How did I do it? I don't remember how I did it. I don't know. I don't remember if I used wood or if I used something else. I thought I had used something else. Okay, I'm pretty sure I used wool. I'm gonna make this one bigger. The last one I made actually was pretty small when I first did this. I'm just gonna use white wool for the sake of things. So I'm gonna build it pretty dang high. If you've ever played Mortal Kombat Armageddon, I don't know if it was in earlier games. I'm awful. I don't know if it was in earlier games, but there was a arena called see the village down there. It was called the Falling Cliffs, and what it was is the combatants, spelled with a K, fought on a circular rock or a stone monolith. I made it out of sand just because it's easier, it's quicker. So the combatants fight on top of a rock or a stone monolith, a monolith of some sort, a rocky monolith. I believe it's a cliff specifically, kind of a circular cliff, and around them, the sand would slowly start to fall, or not the sand, the outer edges of the uh, arena would start to fall, hence the name the Falling Cliffs. So, what I did one day when I was deciding to do stuff, or when I was bored out of my mind and trying to think of things I could do, I decided to build the Falling Cliffs. I think this is backwards. Yeah, that's definitely backwards. Alright. I fucked this up already. So, I knew there was something amiss. Yeah, that's right. I can use big words. Not stupid. Just pull something up here real quick. Before I just get do. What? So yeah, I screwed this up already, so I'm gonna have to this real quick. It's actually supposed to be it's supposed to be short, or it's supposed to be real wide at the top. It's so the way you have to do it is you basically have to make an inverse pyramid at the top of the structure. At the top of the tower. Well, not exactly at the top, but close to the top of the tower. Which is kind of how I'm doing it. I'm sure there's other ways to do it. But this is a very easy thing to do to build. It takes 10 minutes, if that. It takes longer if you're stupid and you fuck it up like I just did. So it should be a square. You can make it really any shape you want. I'm just gonna go to make it a square for the sake of simplicity, because I don't want to make this overly complicated. Because I got to do a bunch more of these little things to do for this video, because that's what the video is. You could probably even put spikes down here if you wanted, if there's a way. There's not really much of a way to put spikes. That's why it's really tall. I bet there's a way you could. I don't think really anything hurts you when you fall. Could suppose you could put like fire down there or something. That'd be kind of cool. Maybe you don't make it quite as high, make it survivable, but you put lava at the bottom. That's something. I don't know. Just spitballing right now. So you put the sand or gravel, either one. Gravel looks more like the actual arena than sand does, but I'm using, again, sand because simplicity. So you put the sand on top of the upper layer of wool. You completely cover it. Don't leave any spots blank. And the way this is gonna work is, okay, normally now you can see down here. So in the Mortal Kombat arena, the outer edge falls first, and then the second edge. This isn't gonna exactly work like that because of the randomness that wool disappears at. Like it's completely random. You can't just make wool disappear, and the fire spreads, so it's just gonna spread to all pieces of the wood. So I'm gonna show you what happens here. Let me just pull out some fire charges. There. So I got my fire charges. Oh, I threw my sand. I'm going to grab. Let's go zombie pigment. And I'm gonna grab a diamond sword. And I'm just gonna kind of show you how it works here. Also, just so, well, I'm gonna make it a little bigger, just to kind of show you how it works, or just to kind of show you a little bit more how it works. Um, I typically like to make it layered like this, just to kind of, or kind of make it like it's, or kind of make it like you see how it is, kind of like a pyramid. I usually like to keep it within like this, where the bottom layer has one block. There's one block from being a full cube, if you know what I mean. I really don't know how to describe that. So of course you do that. I'm gonna put one more layer just to kind of show you guys how to do it, so people won't fall off right away, so you don't knock each other off right away, because it's a pretty small platform. So you do this all the way around. Again, this is a very easy things to do that I created a long time ago. It's very easy to play too. Place. Might have to make it one. So all that is, the sand is placed again. I'm gonna make it like this. One more square here, kind of the inner square. Alright, so I'm gonna spawn the zombie pigment. I'm gonna grab a diamond sword. I'm going to light a little bit of the wool, not all of it, just for reasons. Now all you do, it works kind of like a game. It works kind of like a game called Hotfoot. Shout out to Achievement Hunter, by the way, for creating that awesome game that I have played. It's a lot of fun. So you see, you fight, it just disappears and the sand falls. So it's basically Hotfoot, only it's in a more of an arena style, and you see it can fall to the next layer. If you get lucky, you can survive, and then the entire thing just kind of falls. And the way I could do this, the way that would be kind of fun, is you happen to survive here. Like, you could do it like a sumo way, where the person that the person that stays in the middle, I just fell. If you survive in the middle, you win. That might be kind of cool. And as you can see, it didn't burn all of it. That'll happen sometimes. And there's all the sand down there at the bottom. This one's okay. Unless you build like a really, really big one and really elaborate one, you don't really need to worry about building it again, because it doesn't take long. It only takes a few minutes, as you guys saw. It's pretty easy. It's pretty simple. A lot of fun. Played it myself. I just kind of, I haven't really played it with any. Oh no, I did kind of play it with someone a while ago. But like I said, it's a very, very fun, very quick things to do. All you need is wool, some way to light fire, and one of the falling blocks, so either gravel or sand. Alright, so I'm gonna go show you guys the other one, the next one that I had. Next idea that I had. This one's a little more complicated, and it's a little tricky to play, but it's a very, very fun, entertaining one. Oh, here you can see my did a little testing for an idea that I had a while ago too. Right here, I was trying to make an arrow floor, but it didn't really work out the way I wanted it to. I'm sure it could, but you know. So this one also involves a tower. I used iron, I believe. I'm gonna need ender pearls. So this one is kind of fun. So I'm just gonna build a tower straight up again. my original one, I had a tree growing on top, but that was for the sake of, because I was originally going to use this for, this idea was originally going to be used, I'm going to build it all the way to the top too, just because it's fun. It'll take a lot longer, but trust me, it'll be more fun this way. Damn, the fucking build height is insane, is insane now. That is super high. So, um, I can just fall. It would be quicker. Um, so what you do is, what the original idea was, is that you used ender pearls to climb your way up a tower, and, well, that's still basically the idea. So you want it, so you can toss it up. If I can toss it up. Typically, you want to throw it, like, right at the edge of the wall there. See, I'm throwing it right there, so I can kind of... that will happen. It will get stuck in a wall, and if you throw it too high, you'll probably fall and take quite a bit of damage. So then, it's not going to be an exact replica of the original idea. I'm going to kind of spread it out, make it different. So then you just kind of build different arms of the tower, the iron tower. Sometimes you'll have to do things like this to make one. Just because it's kind of a tough shot. The second one I didn't need to, I don't think. If it's like really hard, sometimes you can make them high, you can make them only one block. I had a few of those on my first one. You make them long, you can kind of design them differently. Each arm can have a different thing. I believe I put a chest in the middle and kind of called that the checkpoint. If you made it that high up, you were good to go. And you kind of spread them out a little bit. Make them, again, like I said, a little funky. I believe I called this the Ender Pearl Tower. Again, it's a very simple build, just like the Mortal Kombat one. The Falling Cliffs one. Very similar tower-like design. And basically what you do is you just ender pull your way up to the top. Now, the problem that I did run into with this one is that you get hurt. If you're playing on survival, which is what I originally tested this on, which I had originally planned to do this mode on survival, and it didn't work very well because every time you threw a ender pearl, you got hurt a lot. And so I kind of it doesn't really work on survival. On creative or with host options on, it can work great. Like if you turn off flying or disable flying for on host options, you can make it so you don't get hurt or you don't take damage, I believe. Just kind of throw this one up here. Ooh, I made it. I'm gonna see if I can get to the top one here. This one was tricky. This one's kind of tricky. I originally built this on 360. The original build was on 3. Oh, that one missed. So if that happens, you're fucked. That was another one of the problems that I ran into. If you miss the platform, you can just go back up. For the sake of showing you guys how to do this, I'm gonna let that one land. For the sake of showing you guys how to do this, I'm just gonna fly back up to the first one. So then you just kind of throw that up. So pretend I threw it. I'm gonna throw this egg. Pretend I threw the pearl, and it landed on here. So I'm gonna be on this one, and then I'll do it again. This one is one where I have a wall against, so you can throw the pearl at the wall, and then you can teleport up there. Speaking of which, I'm just gonna do that. You can throw the pearl at the wall, and you'll be teleported. I see that, so I got teleported up to here. That one's very hard. Some of these are very challenging. I'm gonna see if I can make that one. Nope, I just fell back down. That one made it. Nope, just missed. Alright. that can be a real pain in the ass when you're doing this too. When you're playing this is when you miss completely. Like if you get let's say let's say you're like right up here and the top is the very next one, and you throw it and you overthrow it and you have to go all the way back down. Of course, I would probably be nice enough to give you a checkpoint about midway through, maybe closer to the top. At least I would. I don't know if your friends would, but let's say you're like right here and you throw it and you're trying to get to the top. You throw it, but you overthrow it, or you accidentally throw two, and they fall past you, and you fall to the bottom, or fall to a lower one. Yeah, see that one fell. That second one fell to the bottom. I'd probably let you get a checkpoint or something somewhere, and you'd be able to climb back up, or I'd just let you fly back up to the spot. So yeah, that one's kind of fun. It's pretty. Again, it's pretty simple. Didn't take me long to build. As you can see, it only took a couple minutes, if that even. The long part is building the tower to the top, and then actually climbing the tower. Ooh, I get another one. So this one, I'm going to kind of use this just to kind of put a block out here. So this one wasn't my idea. This one was actually Jack's idea. I'm going to kind of show you guys this one too. I'm just going to use the end of this here. So normally normally you would have like a platform right here. A decent sized platform with a couple beds. And then all the way down you would have Tetris blocks. So let's say you have the L, right there. Let's say farther down you have farther down you have. I'm probably not going to build this entire thing. I'll build most of it, probably not the entire thing though. You have that guy jump down to that one from there, and then you kind of keep going down, and you keep doing that to the bottom. I'm going to build another one. You have like the straight guy right here. You have this straight Tetris piece. You might actually die from that fall, but nope. And now you have another one, and you kind of move them off to the side too. So I'm gonna. I'd say this one is the 4. See, that one's the top one that kind of goes down. And then you just kind of jump down. You got to climb down from here. Originally, this like Jack's version on one of his worlds was much lower, simply because they didn't have, or the build height wasn't quite what it was. So then you kind of jump down from here. This is much tougher on survival because you know you have damage. I'm not gonna do it on survival. Just showing you guys how to do it. That'll probably be featured in an upcoming things to do video too that I'm gonna do, where I'm gonna do like things to do Olympics or something. That'll be kind of cool. I had some other ones over here. This is kind of a fun one. This one was created by a fantastic YouTube channel called Achievement Hunter. Perhaps you have heard of them. You most likely have. Shout out to them, by the way. Again, another shout out to Achievement Hunter, because Achievement Hunter is awesome. They make lots of great videos. This is not a sponsored video. This one is called Rain of Fire. I lost my train of thought there for a second. This one's called Rain of Fire. What you do is, so you take a bow. I'm just gonna grab a bow here real quick. Grab 64 arrows for the sake of the video. I don't know why I've said sake the video so many times today. There, put the bow on. What the hell? Why does that happen? I need the enchantment book too, I think, to put it on there. So, I don't remember where they are. There they are. So you're gonna need. You don't want fire aspect. You want flame 1 or I believe it's flame 2. I believe it only goes up to flame 2. So you want fire aspect is the one where you punch someone with a weapon and they get hurt. So that's what happens. I think it's only flame 1. I think they only have flame 1. Flame 1, which is, you know, you can do this on an anvil too if you happen to find a enchanted book. I believe they gotta be switched. There we go. So you take your enchanted bow that you just got either from enchantment anvil. Either one works. And then you just kind of shoot your arrows into the sky. Usually play this on survival. It could just be raining. Most options. Raining anymore. It's set today and clear weather, so they should actually be on fire now. They're still not on fire. Oh, yep, so that arrow was on fire. And so you just shoot these arrows up. Oh, wait, was it on fire? Hold on, these might not even be on fire. Oh, yep, see that one there. So, fire, I guess? Should be. I don't know why they're not on fire. Anyway, they're supposed to be arrows. They're supposed to light on fire. So that one was on fire. Anyway, you shoot them up in the air a bunch. You stand in... Doesn't really matter what block you're standing on, just as long as it's not like wood or anything. Any fireproof block. So you shoot the arrow up in the air, and they fall, usually on fire, and you just kind of keep shooting them. You shoot them high in the air, shoot them repeatedly, and you try not to get hit by them. You always stay looking up in the air. You cannot look forward. You have to look up in the air. Otherwise, it's not gonna work. And yeah, just don't die, and that's pretty much the game. It's kind of a fun little thing to do. One of the ones that I have. What other things to do did I have? I thought I had a few of them. I know I had a couple of them. Okay, so I have a pretty tricky one to make, but it's still kind of fun. This one's inspired by a things to do that, yes, once again, Achievement Hunter did. Again, I'm gonna say it. Shout out to Achievement Hunter. I've said it like 3 different times, but that's because a lot of these maps are inspired by him. A lot of these things to do were inspired by Achievement Hunter builds. I just think this is the funniest thing right here. It's just a half of a village. I think this is the second half village in this super flat. And even look, you have the path leading directly to the garden, and it's just a half of a village. Like it can't spawn any villagers. It's just half of a house and half of a garden, and then a full path, like a full 3-block wide grass path. So I'm gonna need wood for this one. This idea is original. It's inspired by Hotfoot version 1 and 2. I think they did Hotfoot. I think one of them was, I don't remember if Hotfoot was in the sky. I don't remember exactly. So I'm just going to kind of build a tower up. So you do is you use, or wool. I'm going to use wood just cause. I'm going to make this a short one too. So as you can see, that's not real high. I think I'll survive here if I jump. Yeah, that barely. So usually you want to make, so you might want to make this one a little shorter. So just for the sake of the thing, or just because I already built it, gotta stop saying that. Just because I already built the building, just because I already built the tower and everything, I'm just gonna leave it the way it is. See, right there, and then what you want to do. So there's two ways you can play this one. I would go into the world and show you, go into my original world that I built this on, but that would require me to stop the stream, or at least pause the stream, upload the worlds real quick. You know, I could do that. Problem is, you guys would be listening to nothing. You know what? I'm gonna see. I'm gonna do that real quick, just because I don't really want to build it. I'm gonna show you guys my. Well, I'm not gonna really show you. It's not. That's not really part of what I want to show you. I gotta turn my 360 on real quick. Well, it might be paused. So I'm gonna turn the 360 on real quick. It's gonna take a minute. Let's see here. Where's the 360 cord? Don't remember which one it is. Is it this one? Yes. Yep, it was that one. So I'm gonna fire up the 360. I'm gonna see if that world is still on there. So pop that. Do that real quick. You guys should still be able to hear me. 360 controller is over there. So I'm gonna have to bring this with. Reach over, grab my 360 controller. If I could edit this video, I absolutely would edit this in a way that, well, I can't edit it. I would edit it so you guys wouldn't have to be looking at a blank screen for a while. Not a blank screen. Why did I say a blank screen? So you guys wouldn't have to be looking at me doing, or looking at nothing for a little while. So I'm gonna do this. So I'm gonna reset, or I'm gonna go over to games. My games. If I'm doing it, to be honest, if I'm doing something. Here on my phone there. So I'm gonna go over to Minecraft. You guys can't see all my 360 games. I have a buttload of them. Oh. Shit. Oh. I guess I just can't. Okay, screw it. So I can't do that. So that didn't work out. Maybe I'll feature that in another video later on. I'm still gonna show you guys the kind of the idea of it, but I'm not gonna show like the original build that I did in it. So I'm gonna shut off 360 again. I can't show you the original build simply because I can't get the world that I had it in. So I'm just gonna do this smaller version. So just kind of place some random blocks there. Then what you do is, if Hotfoot, you dispense with fire charges in them, filled with fire charges, and they shoot the fire charges. Or you press a button or a lever, starts the circuit, shoots the fire charges at the wood, at these blocks of wood, and then they start to burn, ground, and then the sand will start to fall away. What I do is I'm gonna set the wood up here, or without that, a couple blocks, make them 3 blocks, make it on top. 2-tier things. You got kind of 2 rounds here. I'm gonna show you what I do in a minute. So I'm gonna build that up. So I built that up, and you can do things. I've put anvils in here before. I put anvils in random places because anvils fall too. I've actually done straight up done anvils, just no sand, just anvils. So then you start the wood on fire places, and then this falls. So what's gonna happen now is I stand on top, and I gotta watch out for fall. And then you just kind of watch out. Try not to fall off. So for the sake of the video, I'm just going to jump out of this hole. And this is then round 2. So when you fall down, if you survive, assuming you did, because this is going to be made a little lower, you then survive, and then you have to survive down here and try not to suffocate from the sand. Normally there's a barrier too, but because I kind of want to make this pretty quick, I'm not going to put a barrier. Oh, and you can't look up. I forgot to mention, you should not, or you cannot look up in this part. So the first one, you can do whatever you want. You just can't look up. This one, you can't do that at all. You can't look up. I have to watch out. You just kind of look out for the sand. I'm kind of outside the wall here. I'm going to kind of try to stay in. So that's why there's usually a barrier. And you just kind of try to survive within here. You can't break the blocks. Fell there. See, I was stuck in the sand. If this was survival, I would have been taking damage. If there was a wall there, I would have died. I wish I could do a little bit of editing. If I could do a little bit of editing, it would be really nice, because then I could go into the 360. I really wish I could edit this, because then I would go into the 360, go into the world that I had this game made on, the original world that I had this game built on, or that I built this game on. Up, see, and I got another one. And then that's when you win, if all the fire's out or something, I don't know. But that's a pretty easy game to build. It takes a lot longer than that. Later on, I'm going to show you how to do that. I'm going to show you how to I'll show you the original game later, but that's kind of another easy one to build. It's real quick, except for the redstone. The redstone wiring is a pain in the ass, but that's really the only hard thing about it. So that's what I like to call Hotfoot 2.0 or 3.0. I don't know. It's a similar style of Hotfoot. What other ones did I have made? As you can see over here, this was also kind of a half of a village. Like, this isn't even half of a village. I just think this is funny because it makes it look like an actual house right here. If you go through this door, because there's nothing there, there's just the door and the window, and it looks like that's the building. But yeah, what other things to do were there? There's my burnt down village. Maybe for another one of the, I don't know. I think I'm gonna end it there. I hope you guys enjoyed that little things to do video. That little kind of showing you guys, kind of doing a little tutorial on some of the things to do. I'm gonna go burn down a village. Actually, is this one still on fire? Nope. It will be more on fire again here in a minute. So yeah, be on the lookout for another video like this. Another one. I may not. So I hope you guys enjoyed that video. Please leave a like and subscribe to the channel. Please, tell your friends if you like this video. I would love it if you guys told all your friends about how awesome this channel is. If you didn't enjoy it, well, I'm sorry, we could be better. But also subscribe to me on Twitch. I keep saying me. It's two of us. There's two people. There's not just me. Add explosive. Tell your friends. Look us up on Facebook. I have Facebook. I have a Facebook account for this. I have a Facebook page for the channel. I just don't use it that much. I used to use it a lot more just because it was or just cause like I just wanted to. Or it was a second way. It was another way for me to get content out other than YouTube, because I really couldn't make YouTube videos all that much. Now that I can make YouTube videos a little bit more and Twitch stream, I didn't really need to do that. So, like I said, thank you for watching. Please leave a like and subscribe to the channel. There'll be a link in the description to my Twitch, to our Twitch. It's a group of not really a group. It's mostly me. I mostly do this, but there are others that kind of sprinkle in from time to time. Also, if a YouTuber, like if you dabble in media, you're kind of a content creator. Please check out a Facebook group called TC3. It's a group of great people. It's just a group of content creators and YouTubers, kind of small time, such as myself. Some of them are a little bit bigger. Some of them do a weekly show. Some of them have a pretty decent following. The admins are great. Check them out. They have a series called Pod Play, which I don't really know the schedule on, but I do know it comes out. I think they do an episode every week. I'm not 100% sure. Check. The channel should be called Gavin's Altar. Yeah, that's right. Check him out. He's a pretty good YouTuber, and he kind of runs the whole TC3 page. So yeah. Thank you for watching, everybody. Oh, a few more things. Later this week, I'll probably be doing some Elder Scrolls Online. which will be kind of cool. I'm downloading that right now. It's taken a while, but I'm downloading it. I'll also be doing Rise, Son of Rome. I'll probably be streaming that at some point. I don't know if I'll continue in that because I've heard it's good, but I've also heard it's not great. But it was a free game of the month, so I'll figure it out, check it out. Maybe I'll do Evolve. You know, I've heard decent things about Evolve. Not great things, but I've heard okay things about Evolve. So I may play that too in a stream sometime this week or probably next week. Depending when my things get downloaded, because it is... like I said, please... I'll see you guys later.